Hello again, YouTube. Well, it's been a long time since you've seen this girl. If you've seen it before, I did a video on her as soon as I brought her home, and she was beautiful and pretty and clean. And I've got a lot of use out of her so far. It's been, I looked it up, that was 7 years ago when I brought this girl home. And I got to tell you what, I don't know if my situation or my experiences are going to be the same as everybody else's, but this thing has just been a bullet. It's been bulletproof. It's been amazing. This is the Exmark. It was a Pioneer, which I guess is actually a discontinued model now. Is the S series Pioneer. And if you haven't watched the video I did 7 years ago, if you want to see more details on this, nothing has changed with it for sure. What I do want to do is I'll give you a quick walk around here. I want you to look at the tires. Yes, that's right. I put different tires on it today. It came with Kenda turf tires, which, you know what? They seem to be pretty decent at the very beginning. And I'm not sure, but my guess is, as these tires have aged over the last 7 years, the Kendas, I think the rubber got a little bit harder in them. I noticed I was doing more spinning. There was less grip than they used to have. And I mean, they were never spectacular. I mean, you know, it's turf tires. They are what they are. But over the last 2 or 3 seasons, well, at least the last two seasons, which would have made them at 5 or 6 and coming up on 7 years old now, I think the rubber got hard in them, and they just didn't seem to have the grip. And I felt like I was sliding around a lot more than I ever did. So I saw these on Amazon. And to be honest with you, I'd have to look to see what brand they are. They are Antego, A-N-T-E-G-O. I don't know if you'll be able to see that on there. These are sold as a golf cart tire. They're semi-knobby. I wouldn't say full-out knobbies for sure. I looked at the actual garden lug tires, but the problem with those is they're all unidirectional, which is great when you're going forward, but if you ever get stuck and you try to back up, they're not nearly as effective. So these do show a directional travel arrow on the side. They say rotation. They have the little arrow on the side showing the direction of rotation. And I did observe that when I put them back on, but they're not nearly as directional as, say, the Chevron pattern tires are. At any rate, so this is my girl nice and dirty now. I got some muddy spots in the yard. The Kohler's been bulletproof. As a matter of fact, I believe I'm on the original plugs. I did change the air filter out, and I just basically keep it clean. Luckily, I don't have much dust here, a little bit more mud than dust, so I don't have a dusty area. And let's look at the display here, because to be honest with you, I'm not sure how many hours are on it. I didn't even look at it before I started the video. Let me see if it'll even show up on the video. Look at that, just over 300 hours, 300.8. Last spring I did put a new battery in, so I got 6 years out of it. I do keep it on a trickle charge, or on a trickle charger during the winter time, which around here is, probably early first week in November up until the end of March is our non-mowing season. And we're just about at Easter, the second week of April, and the grass is not terrible, but my grass kind of grows in patches. I got some thick areas and not thick areas. But other than that, this thing, I just wanted to let everybody know. I know nobody's going to benefit if you have a new one, or if you want to buy a new mower. Of course, these aren't made. But if you happen to find one picked up on the market, if you're wanting to buy one secondhand, I have no idea what they would go for now. But I can tell you, it's been bulletproof. I've had no troubles. I think I had one flat tire, which, you know, it was a front one, and I didn't even change it. I had slime put in them when I got them, and it kind of sealed itself up. But other than that, the only complaint I ever have on this is if the RPMs are low, like it's cold and you just started it, and you're going to engage the electric clutch to power the deck on. Uh, Sometimes it'll cause the engine to lug and nearly stall for a second, as you can imagine with a colder engine. And at that time, sometimes the little self-tensioner will kind of go wonky, and it actually will throw the deck belt off. It's not really that hard to change. It takes about 5 minutes. I can crawl under the back, hook it on, and then come out and loop it around. You just have to kind of fight this tension spring on the belt. More of a nuisance than anything. And if I take my time and let it warm up for a few minutes, before I throw the deck on, then that's mostly my own fault for being in a rush some mornings. But other than that, I changed the oil while it was under. This had a 3-year warranty for residential use, and I think it was 2 years for commercial. But since I'm a residential user, I run the Kohler recommended oil and filters while it was under warranty, just in the off chance that something happened. And of course, the dealer, the manufacturers will find any reason not to honor a warranty, in my experience. So I used their oil, kept my receipts, and did all that. But since it's been out of warranty for 4 years now, I do use the Kohler filters. I use the larger ones. You can see down here. I just think it makes sense. They do have the smaller ones, but these are the heavy duties. In my estimation, a larger filter, you probably got a larger surface area. I just figure the more oil you can flow through the filter, the better you are. I did change the oil on the hydraulic and the filters on those. I've just bought the service kit from Hydro Gear that come with 2 filters and a couple quarts of oil. I bought it, I don't remember from what vendor, online. And I think it was last season or season before last I changed those. So I had this thing like 5 years before I ever had to change a hydraulic fluid according to schedule. And I do keep on maintenance schedule. But, in a commercial environment where you're mowing several hours a day, 5 or 6 days a week, you'd probably eat it up pretty quick. But hey, a guy like me, I mow an hour and a half every week in the summer for 8 or 9 months or whatever it is. And you can see I put 300 hours on in 7 years. And if that holds constant, and Lord willing, I live long enough and am good enough health, this thing should last me, geez, who knows, the rest of my life. I shouldn't have any trouble getting a couple thousand hours out of it. And so I'm not even maybe a sixth or an eighth of a way through it at 7 years. So, this is a 30-year mower. I'm going to assume that you'll be able to rebuild or get new hydrostatic drives for it. That's the ZT3400s. I haven't actually looked to see if Hydro Gear still makes those or something similar. I do know they make rebuild kits that you can find if you couldn't find the whole units. I'm not sure if I'd want to dig into that. I'm pretty mechanical, but it seems like it might be a little bit beyond what I'd want to get into. But worst thing besides the drive going out, if you want to repower this engine, you can go online and buy a suitable engine to repower it with brand new for $1,200 to $1,500, I believe. So yeah, I think I gave $6,500 for it brand new. It was on sale. They had I think it was 4 years, 48 months of 0% financing, and that was it's been money well spent. So God bless you, YouTubers. I hope everybody's had a good couple years. I know the pandemic, a lot of people lost some loved ones, and that's just it's sad, but I just pray everybody moves on and hope things get better. And God bless you all. Have a happy Easter if you see this before Easter, and if not, take care. And who knows, maybe another 5 or 7 years I can show you where she's at then. I may do a quick video actually to follow up to tell you how well these tires perform compared to the Kenda Turfs. So maybe it won't be 7 years, but it'll probably be a while. I watch a lot of YouTube, but I don't contribute much. So have a great day and God bless you. Goodbye.